Spence said, I want the best for Errol Spence. So if I was training him, I don't think he should be fighting at 147 at all. I don't even think he should be fighting at 154. I think he should be fighting at 160 or 168. That's just my honest opinion.
Stop the cap.
Yep.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Peace to everybody. Sweet Science Boxing Academy. We back with another video. Alright, man. So I heard that Floyd Mayweather, he said that he don't think that Errol Spence should rematch Terence Crawford, not at welterweight, not at 154. He said he don't even think that he should be even fighting at 154. He want him to move up to either 160 or 168. Now, this is interesting because who's at 160? Who's at 168? We all know the top guy in those divisions is Canelo Alvarez. Although Canelo haven't fought at 160 in a few years now. But when you mention the middleweight division and the super middleweight division, he's the head honcho up there. You also got the Demetrius Andres, the Jamal Charlo, still got Triple G around, Jaime Munguia. So there's a couple of players up there. But Floyd, he's smart. And I think that he wants that super fight between Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez. And this won't be like the first time those two names have been mentioned together, because Errol Spence been saying for years that he will move up to 160 to fight Canelo Alvarez. He said this before Canelo moved up to 168, and he also said it after he moved to 168. But nonetheless, Errol always flirted with the idea of moving up to fight Canelo. In fact, that was the only person he said that he would move up for, was to fight Canelo. But now, since that devastating loss that he took to Terence Crawford last weekend, I think now he's going to be forced to move up, because all his fans, everyone is saying that it was the weight. You got people in his camp saying it was the weight. Now you got Floyd Mayweather saying it was the weight. So he's going to be moving up a weight and be campaigning up in those upper divisions. I just want to know now, is it going to be at junior middleweight? Is it going to be a middleweight or super middleweight? Because in the same interview, Floyd also said you can't mention Al Heyman, PBC, without mentioning me. Like we're all one and the same. Basically stating that Floyd Mayweather got some type of control over all the people who signed to Al Heyman. Like he got some type of say so too. And he's been saying that for years. Him and Leonard Ellerbe. So if that's the case, are they gonna, force Errol to fight Canelo and stay away from Terence Crawford? Because he don't want Terence Crawford and Errol to fight again, because he didn't want them to fight in the first place. He said that in an interview as well. He said he liked both fighters and he never wanted them to fight. The reason why he didn't want them to fight because Floyd, he's a talented fighter. He's one of the best TBEs, but he called himself, in game peak game. And he peaked that Terence Crawford's skill level was miles above Errol's. And he didn't want to see Errol, get beat like that. And I don't think he want to see him get beat like that again. Because just like I said, and a few other people were saying, even if they do go up to 154, 7 pounds ain't gonna make a difference, because it wasn't just about the weight. A beating like that, the weight really wasn't gonna make a difference. And let's not forget, Terence Crawford was weight trained as well. You're not gonna forget that. I gotta put that out there to remind y'all, because people would like to say that Errol Spence is weight trained now, but before the fight, people were saying that Terence Crawford was the one that's weight trained. So I gotta make sure y'all remember that. But Floyd Mayweather, You know, you ain't low, you ain't slick. You understand what you're doing. You trying to set that fight up between Errol Spence and Canelo. I can dig it because if Earl move up to 154 and fight Terrence again and lose again like he did before, or possibly even worse, because now Terrence going to be bigger and stronger. Earl, you can basically kiss his career goodbye as far as one of the top players. He's still going to be beating a lot of people, but another beatdown like that from Terrence, people are not going to look at him the same anymore. I already heard they dropped him out of the rankings, out of the pound for pound rankings. So if you get another beatdown like that, them big fights is gone. Sure, he'll have a few more fights, but them big, huge, mega super fights, they're gonna be all gone. And Floyd know that. So Floyd like, just take your L. You lost, and we can use that weight training thing as an excuse, and you can move up and weight and fight those guys up there and beat them and rebuild your name. You just say that you was just too small for the weight, because if you move up in weight and start beating up people up there, then people gonna kind of forgive that loss because they're gonna be like, oh, all right, he was weight trained, so yeah, let him go up to 54. Darren, we're gonna beat you up with this. Y'all already know how people are, so it's gonna be kind of like that. But Floyd, that's the business savvy person he is. That's why he money Mayweather, because he know how to make money, and I ain't mad at him for it. But I would be upset if he try to block that rematch, because that's what it sounds like he alluding to. So I'm not mad at his business savviness, but at the same token, I'll be mad if he try to block this from happening, because both fighters want the rematch. Both fighters wanted that 54. So why not give it to him? But it is what it is. That's all I got for now. Let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see y'all next one. Peace.